Okay, so this is the third game in 15 minutes. Looks like it's a relatively new-ish orc team. He gets 90k in inducements and is looks like he's picking up a babe. He's got some extra cash on hand. So, is that because he's played some games, or is that because something else? I don't know. We'll see. He's if I It'd be really nice if Cyanide allowed me to like click here to see his team. Like you could like see this the name of the team, or maybe is that the coach? No, that's probably the team. So you could like click here. You'd see the roster over here, just an overlay over here. Be pretty nice. Then I'd have something to do while he's taking away. Maybe he's expecting a concede or something. Who knows? Or maybe he queued and went away. Decided to pick up the babe, and then he decided to, well, go get a blood vessel or something. I don't know. You decide. Um, by now, people have usually like set up their pieces, made. By now, everybody would have set up, and we'd have rolled for the kickoff, and then the opponent would concede. Hey, okay, here we get to do something. I'm not gonna let him wait. I can see his inducements. Can't really do anything else, so I'll just validate. Um, so we still haven't really. We played 3 games. Well, we haven't really. Okay, so this is the third game that we are recording. The first team was an orc team that conceded after a failed throw teammate. Second, this looks like a more of a standard orc team. The second team was, well, he'll probably decide to go on the offensive. And or the server's crashing, who knows? Unless there's some sort of bug that allows both players to get the concede bonus, which is something they should fix probably. Really considering if we should just re-roll the team on the veteran ladder. It'll cost some coins, but you can get an infinite amount on them here because of the concedes. Oh great. Nah, the opponent is connected. No. That's a throw. And now he is deciding whether to attack or defend. Interesting. He's electing to go on the defense. This is usually what I did in Global 1. So this is like a bog standard lineup. Oh, not really. Because of the change to Orc Blitzers, that is, they cost 10,000k more, you can decide to do one of like several things. You can decide to start with a very similar lineup to the base one, meaning the usual starting lineup for Orcs was 4 Blitzers, 4 Black Orcs, 2 linemen and a thrower, and 3 rerolls. Because of the change to Blitzers, you really... That's a pretty decent lineup, all things considered. I'll have to put a lot of stuff in here if I wanna try to break a hole in this. in his in his uh, in his cage here, in the wall. So we really didn't talk about the orcs. So orcs are a pretty solid team. Their standard guy is just like a human lineman, except he has plus armor and minus movement. That's and instead of the varied positionals humans have, like a catcher. Instead of catchers, they have black orcs. Black orcs are really great. They are really cheap, strength 4 pieces with no drawbacks. Well, they have agility 2, but you're not trying to catch anything with a black orc. You're so let's see. Why on earth would he be over here? Okay, so let's stay over here. Stay over here. Okay, so I think what I want to do is, let's see. Okay, so this is the plus. This is the one that needs 1 SPP for a level. So problem is I have to put 2 guys on the black orc to actually wait, that's a lineman. Problem is I have to put 2 black orcs. I have to put 2 guys on a black orc and then blitz him to get 2 dice, but it's probably worth it since so we're just, he probably knows that we're coming over here, so, but this being Blood Bowl, anything can happen. Okay, he gets perfect defense. I guess he can like stack his players over here in a wall. Yep, like this. And I actually don't think there's anything wrong with this. I'd probably put more players over here, even though it'll give me the possibility of free blocks. Because, like, just having another player over here. He's moving the Black Orc over here, which is... It's a pretty good idea. He didn't decide to put this guy over here. Interesting. This is also a... This is a pretty decent idea. So... This is also a pretty good idea, except I can move... Nope, I can't. So I'm left to throwing 1 die blocks and praying, I guess. That's okay. So orcs are fairly slow. They're not the slowest team in Blood Bowl, but they're not really fast either. So what we can do is we can just move some players up to be receivers. So problem with blocking over here is that we'll have to make a lot of dodge rolls, and those aren't great. We can, so the only place to go is over here, but he has like some players to cover it here. So I think that what we are going to do is we're just going to place this guy over here, and we'll place this guy over here. We'll make a light screen, if you will, and then we will place this guy over here and this guy over here. And I think what we're going to do is just like pass the ball and pick up easy SPP, or that's the idea at any rate. Oh, I picked up the ball, and now it's two pluses with a reroll to catch the ball, and now we have a level on a thrower, which is good. Like I could move the catch over here, but that would be relinquishing ball control and be pretty bad. So I guess I'd rather just move him to about... I think this is a good place. And now we get to throw some one-die blocks and or dodges. Let's see. And I kind of want to throw... So... So, I ran out of time because I was talking so much, but now he only gets one block against my team, but he can move his players and mark a lot of guys, but he's definitely not getting a hold of the ball. If I was doing this smartly, I would probably just... I would have at least 2 spaces between every guy on the front here. Since that would mean... that would mean that I can... that would mean that it'll be harder for him to place a lot of guys on me. So... See, because there's 4 spaces, so they won't be able to like base more than one guy at a time. This is a pretty standard move. You just blitz the only guy in scoring position. Block didn't pay off there, and well, that's a KO. Nope, we won't APO that. Now he'll be able to base another guy if he so desires, and that's probably the smart thing to do since he's armor 9 orcs, and armor 9 orcs are usually wanna just get in close to just about everything, but that's the only block he can throw. But it was a KO, which means it was almost an injury even. So he'll place like all of his dudes around here. Probably move this guy over here. If he moves a player over here, I'll probably try to surf him, even though it's just a catcher and stuff. See, this is like pretty bad for me. Now one player is basing 3 of my guys, and if I block with this one to get these 2 loose, there'll be even more players over here. So I'll have to like block with this one, and then that'll push him over here. But okay, so he did decide to move him over here, which is okay for me. That means that I can attempt a 2-die block over here, and then maybe a dodge to blitz him off the pitch, which is probably worth it. I 2+ dodge to try to get rid of a guy. I can also just blitz the goblin, even though it has dodge. Okay, so let's see. So we're already undermanned, but that really isn't a huge deal. So let's see. Is there anything safe I can do? Well, relatively safe. Well, I guess I'll throw a 2-die block over here before I start anything else. And I won't follow up because I don't want to give away free blocks. I can make a 2+ dodge over here, but I have block and none of his guys do. So he'll probably get pushed a lot over here until he falls down. Let's see. So we can... Okay, so I guess we'll try to make a single going for it. Okay, so we'll do a 2-die block over here, and it was a POW. So guess nothing more will come of it. We'll just stay here, and there's an armor break, and it's an injury. All right, things are looking up. Badly hurt still, but that's a player off the pitch, and Elric is the one to receive this honor. We do have a 2-die block over here with our thrower. I'm wondering if I should collect it. I guess I will. I can push him here, and I will follow up, since I don't want to get... But that means that this guy is not very safe. So I will move him to about... So I will move him to here. So nobody can definitely catch him. And we'll put this guy over here. So right now the ball is completely safe. And I can hand the ball off to anybody who can attempt to throw. I'll probably hand it off to this guy. But let's start by doing some dodges. And doing another relatively safe dodge. And now comes the stupid part. We're going to dodge through here. And hopefully... no. And just get thrown to the pitch. I won't re-roll that. So the idea here was to, since we really didn't, we did have a 2+ here, but the idea is if we can make the 4+ and the 2+ over here, we'd have a guy over here, so we do have to move at least 2 orcs or a single black orc over here to try to do something about it. And then and if that happened, then there would be less orcs in this area, so I'd be like free. I'd be more free to move my players up the pitch. Interesting. Well, no, that's a pretty standard move. Getting punched by a black orc and moving him here. Probably, yeah, that's probably the right move to follow up. So that was his 2 free blocks. Now he's probably gonna blitz someone. He's probably gonna blitz. If he might blitz here, but that'd be sort of risky. So I don't know. Of course, basing elves is always a good idea. He's giving up a potential surf here. Let's see. Nah, well, it may be a surf, but I doubt it. If I continue, if my luck holds, I'll get another injury. So, what does he want to do? So, unskilled orcs are a pretty standard team. I mean, their strength 4 players are pretty good, but they're pretty slow. Let's see, there's not a hole here I can exploit. Their blitzers are fantastic, just, you know, armor 9 block pieces, which is great. Goblin is a pretty decent, like, oh, of course. Well, it's a part of the game, so I really can't. It really doesn't bother me that he's fouling. He's fouling a lineman who is stunned, so what happens? He KO'd him, and now We aren't really interested in KOs. Goblins are actually great for this purpose because they cost 40k and they have pretty good movement. And you can also use them as a mobile support piece because they have dodge, and so he's probably gonna blitz here. That makes sense. It's an armor value 7 guy, so if he goes down, it'd be pretty easy to injure him. So he went over here. Because he stopped over here, he can't really get any closer to the ball. I can't really get away. Well, I guess I can. Okay, so what I can do is... Okay, so that's our thrower. We'll just... No, actually we will stand him up. So what I can do... What can I do in this position? I can blitz here to create a tiny... To create a 2+ gap. So I can move here, 2+ to dodge out, move through here. I can also move this guy over here, blitz him over here, and let's see. That'll be 2 3+s if he doesn't go down. That's not great. I'll have to pass the ball somewhere. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Guess I will put. So if he moves over here, I'll move him over here. Can't really take any dodges. Well, I have to try to play it safe. So I think it's not the safest play, but it's the only breakaway play I can make. So I'll make a 2-die blitz, and it's a success. And I'll follow up, and then I'll just move over here. Do we have our catcher? Then I guess we'll go for a 2+ handoff into a throw. So 2+ handoff. No problem here. And so this is a long bomb. Let's see. Problem with interceptions is they can usually make them. So we'll go over here. So we'll make a 2+ going for it, and so this is a short pass instead of a quick pass, and no problems here. We'll dodge this guy out, put him over here. Okay. So we're giving up 1 free block because of the turn, but I am thinking a lot. So, whoops. I really should have stayed over here, but I was a little bit too excited. So the blitzer can get to me. That's my fault for not thinking of it. Blitzer would have been able to reach me in any case, but he has to make going for it to block. I go down like a sack of bricks. He'll push me away. Hopefully he won't break armor, but it's armor 7, so I mean, okay, I don't break armor. That means I still have a shot at getting the ball. Also, he doesn't have a player that can really pick up the ball. Not a dedicated piece like the thrower. Thrower has sure hands, meaning he has a reroll. So he has to spend a reroll on picking up the ball. He'll probably punch this guy and then move one of his guys over here to support. the elven half of Tanis is not doing great, but he's only stunned. So, I mean, I'm sure he's used to that. He's getting mauled by dragons all the time. Okay, so that makes complete sense. More of my guys getting punched. Still no injuries, so nope, just a KO. I'm getting. I probably need to try to score like as soon as possible because of all these KOs to try to get some of my guys back. Oh, this is pretty good for me. He has 4 guys covering 2 of my guys and 2 guys covering one of my guys. So I think my play is to move this catcher just as far as he can go. Throw goes down. Didn't really expect anything else. Hopefully it doesn't get armor broken. Nope, that's fine. So I think what I want to do is I want to move my catcher up. I can't really do anything over here, so I think I will just have to settle for... I'll move over here just to get in a better position to actually influence the game. Then I want to do a blitz. I'll dodge here, move here, blitz him away, not follow up, pick up the ball, and I won't be able to score, but I will hopefully... I just need a push to push him away, so I hopefully just need... So, blitz, and then punch him. We just need a push. Well, into double pushes, nothing to do about that. And then I'll just pick up the ball and move over here. And okay, so that was my only reroll. I hope it's worth... Nope. And here's a failed dodge, but then again... what happens? Badly hurt. That's fine. Did he get any SPP for that? No. Okay, so... I might get surfed over here, but he probably wants to blitz the guy off the ball, which makes sense. I mean, it's an elf with a ball relatively close-ish to the end zone. That's the right move. Double pause, pretty good. So blitz him over here, follow up, hope it scatters on top of his guys, and he'll get a chance to pick it up. Still no armor breaks. This makes things slightly more difficult for me. Of course. Yep. Well, I mean, I decided to play with only 1 reroll, so that's on me. He apparently should have done the same and start with better quality of players, I don't know, or more goblins. Not that he is needed to throw a lot of rolls. So yep. Figuring out what I should do. Probably blitz the goblin and... No. Don't really want to blitz the goblin, but... He's probably gonna foul here. Well, that would make sense. I mean, it's just alignment against Blitzer. It's a pretty good trade-off. Is he gonna punch me? Yep, that's a push. That's pretty decent for me. And he is a decent player and not... And in fact is not... he'll probably move this guy over here. This guy over here to stop my guy. No. Not sure what this is about. Is he gonna do a one-die block? One-die block with block is pretty safe. It's like 83%. So a 1 in 6. That's a going for it. Really not a lot of point to this going for it. He's doing a one-die block and he gets the down. Pretty decent. Then again, I mean, he's only stunned. I suppose this is okay. This makes a sort of a half cage thing going on right here. Sort of a screen. I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do. I've been pretty lucky on the injuries. A lot of stuns. Let's see. So I'll stand this guy, move him over here. Do I want to blitz the goblin? Probably. Thing is, I really don't want to go down. Let's see, it's a lineman. That's a blitzer. I kinda have to try to play for the ball. So I guess this is our play. It's a push. We'll stay here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Going for it. So do I want to base his ball carrier to try to have him make blocks with rerolls against me? Probably not. But there's really no way to stop him from doing anything in this game. So let's see, where can he go? He can go over here if I make a series of really hard dodges. So guess I'll just stay over here, have him move around me. Over here I can get a 1-die. So I'm probably just gonna move to here, and I make my dodge roll, which is good for me. Lineman wants to move over here, I think. So I think we want to do this. So it's really not going to succeed. No, because I don't have dodge. I got a stun. That's fine. Problem is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he has to make 2 going for us to blitz me over here. So I have 3 players standing on the pitch. We can put him with 1 going for it in position to assist and blitz over here with a ball carrier, which not the worst idea, I suppose. Maybe he'll just base me with a goblin and do nothing else and give me a free block. Goblin with dots against a non-block piece is relatively safe. I probably would have blitzed at... Well, of course he really doesn't have to... Well, I really don't agree with that play. I suppose it's better for you to move through here, but now he's stuck over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can. He will probably cage up around the ball over here. If yep, okay. So it's a pretty smart play. Oh well, it's a fairly standard play. Put one strength 4 guy over here, one strength 4 guy over here, probably over here since the goblin is over here, creating this screen, and then he can cage up over here. Not that he needs to. I suppose I can. No, that's a lineman. That's my blitzer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Possible, but very unlikely. Will I go for it? Probably. The foul on a blitzer. It's a pretty smart foul. I'd probably try to keep the ball more safe, but seeing as I'm elves, yep, there you go. Foul here. Hopefully he'll get ejected and I'll get a chance to blitz the ball and punish it. He stunned me and was not ejected, but now his turn is over. He did manage to complete the cage. Let's see. Okay, I have to make it going for it too. So I'll move him over here. I will move. No, this is a playline, so I'll move him over here. So I'll force him to take like this diagonal approach. Nope, that's one going for it. Guess I'll do this, and really not much else I can do. Well, pretty interesting injury box there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one going for it to do 1 die blitz. I guess I'll take that. Of course it's a push. I won't follow up since... So because of the position of my guys, he has to blitz one of them. So he'll probably blitz this one to make room over here, or he can move over here. He can like move through here, but that will leave him exposed since these movement 4 pieces. Do I want to screen? No, I think I want to leave it like this. I could move this player over here somewhere to make sure that he won't go here, but my instinct is that he will go over here. If he'll go over here, I have more movement, so I can always compensate for that. Let's see, 1 sec. Okay, so that was very good for me. That was probably a misclick. That has to be a misclick. So, since we are elves, we can try to punish him for said misclick. So we'll move this guy over here. Move. No, what am I doing? I should have moved him over here. I'm an idiot. I guess we'll do a 1-die block, which is a POW. Okay, this is a bad play though. Why didn't I follow up? And my guy caught it, which... Okay, so this changes things a bit. Nope. Yes. And hopefully my movement will allow me to do something to catch him off guard, as it were. I've already thrown my block or blitz, so I'll punch this goblin, and I will follow up. Yeah, that was bad. I was pretty lucky because it turned into a POW, but I should have put them both over here and then blitzed, so I'd have a chance, but it bounced over here and I caught it. So 3+ into a 2+ is about the best I can expect, and he makes it. Of course, the problem with this is he has more players to put focus on the ball, and he can like punch the guy carrying the ball directly. But then again, this is my drive, so... And thrower goes down like a sack of bricks. I'd probably throw it down over here. Or here is also good. So he gets an armor break that turns into a stun. Ball bounces here. Black Orc fails to catch it. Bounces here and bounces into a pretty decent position for him. So he moved this guy over here. If I was him, I'd move this guy over here. I'd punt this guy away, and then I'd have a free guy to pick up the ball. Or he can move any of these players over here, really, and move this Black Orc over here to like tie up these players, which is what Black Orcs excel at doing. So that's a POW. Probably punch him over here. Or this. Oh, well, this isn't bad since it's down. And he might blitz this guy just to make sure that I can't score. And that is a pretty... that's a pretty good idea, considering how things are going. I would move this guy here before doing anything else. I don't necessarily agree with this play, but then again, he has all of his rerolls, so yep. So that's okay. That's just a stun. It's pretty good. Lots of stunned elves. So is he gonna? Oh, okay. He's gonna dodge and pick it up. That makes sense. My chance for winning is that the pickup fumbles and it bounces somewhere over here. But apparently 3+ rolls are you pass them automatically. He still has to move a player in scoring position here, but he can afford to. He can even throw down 2 receivers to put in scoring position, and then tie up my players. I don't agree with this play, with a passing now. It'd be much safer to move oh wait, he can't move an additional space. I'd still wait and just do a handoff later. Okay. Interesting. So he is going to cage up the ball. This is a pretty smart move on his part. He has to put down, move one guy into scoring position, and he makes it. So to score, I need to make a 2+. a 2+, and a blitz with block and succeed. Before we do that, then the ball has to scatter to a place where I can pick it up, so let's see. Okay, so we will go for... I think I will go for gold. Okay, so no unnecessary rolls. I'll just base him to... in case that my roll fails. I will put him over here. I would put him over here, but I need to move here. So I will put him over... Well, I can't base him over here as well. That means he'll have to... He can't blitz both of them off. So that's an okay play. This guy will have to do all the ball handling, and this guy will have to... So... It's a lot of rolls, but if it succeeds, great. Okay. 2-die block with block. It's a POW. I will stay because I don't want the ball to follow me. I injured his goblin. That's great for me. The ball falls over here. Okay. So how does it look? 5+, 3+. Oh, yeah. 4+, 3+, 2+, 3+ pickup, 5+ throw. So let's try it. Nope, didn't even make it halfway. Oh well. So I get a chance at interception for some SPPs. I injured this goblin, which is great for me. I have the man advantage, but I'm still lacking the strength advantage. We'll see if I manage to. We'll see if I manage to make something out of it. So he has to blitz this guy, which of course he has to. And he gets a push. He probably wants to spend this reroll on the pickup and the throw. So push him over here, makes sense. Then he has to pick up the ball and throw it. Okay. And he fails the pickup. Does he scatter to somewhere somebody can catch it? Nope. If this would have happened one turn sooner. But this was my drive. Now is his drive. So he's got 2 out. I've got 1 out. Do I get my chaos back? I get 1 of my chaos back. Well... And it's his drive. So that's not great. Let's see. But then again, I am Elves. So... This is to be expected. We'll just space up over here. I don't like putting blitz. I don't like putting these guys on the line of scrimmage, but elves. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. I made a pretty bad play at the middle of the last half and suffered for it. I wasn't careful enough in the positioning of my player. I moved him over here. I should have moved him. I should have counted and moved him over here, or even right on the sideline, depending on who could catch up to him. Because if only the goblin would have been able to blitz me, well, he could have surfed me, but we'll see what happens. So I can see that he's committing to this side, which that's okay. He's pretty slow moving, so we'll probably stick to that one. We'll see how the ball handling go. How the ball handling's gonna go with him. He'll probably base one of these players, and then I'll move them over here. This is a pretty decent idea, actually. If I get a blitz, I'll have to. No, actually, there are holes here. So, okay. So, if a blitz occurs, I'll have slightly more trouble moving through. Speaking of a blitz, let's see. Is there anything we can do? Can get over here. So I guess I just want to move here, blitz him to here, and try to be on top of the ball to catch it. Double pushes. That's not great. Let's see if we can make those. 2 plus, 2 plus. One going for it. Yep, and I have catch, so maybe I'll catch the ball. But he's got a blitzer here and an assist here, so... But he'll have to blitz the ball away. Let's see... I'm under the ball, I have catch, so I might catch it. Then again, I might not. I guess I'll move this guy to here to force him to go here. I caught it. Well, good for me. He's probably getting blitzed to bits, but then again, elves and what we do. Yeah, it's probably safe, and then blitz him to here. Then we'll have to put some guys on the catchers. Okay, that's pretty good for me. He'll probably spend a reroll on that. Rerolls it into a down. I'd probably put him over here. Where does it scatter? Okay, that's a pretty decent scatter for me. So there's a guy on the ball. He'll probably move this guy to here. He'll move this guy over here and collect the free block. Interesting choice. If anything he does this turn fails, I'll just score. But he has block, I don't. Well, hopefully I'll score. I hope I manage to pick up the ball and I can move this guy away. But he can still... I'd probably move this guy to at least here, maybe even here. This is also... this is actually a pretty smart idea. I like that one better. And I'd probably put this one over here. This is also yep, that's a pretty good idea. And I'd put this one over here as well, just to cover this area. Well, block not doing a thing, but then again, strength 4 is great. Pretty lucky on armor breaks this game. I can't really complain. And just to illustrate the point how good orcs are, his team has almost nothing, or maybe a single loss, or it's probably a loss since he doesn't have any. You can see he has some SPP, so it's a 1 loss. So okay. Can this be done? Oh, I have my block catcher here. Am I risking it on a 1 die block to get the ball free? This is 2 against, which is murder. He has block. Probably. Block, do your thing. It's a push. Hopefully it'll scatter somewhere. Okay, this is so 3 plus. Okay, he can catch me wherever, as well as this guy can as well. So guess I'll put him in a 1 going for it position. I really don't like giving up blocks like this. So it's 2 going for it, or a 4 plus catch. Or yeah, going for it are probably better in this position. Two going for it, and he failed 1. No, I won't reroll it. Ball will scatter 2 here, and I pick up the ball. This is this isn't great, but we're going for it. And there goes 1 reroll. Yep. So we'll block it over here and hope it'll scatter somewhere good for him. I go down because I don't have dodge. That's an armor break, but armor 7, so all scatters to here. That's a decent place for him, but he's out of rerolls, so probably punch here, run the blitzer up to pick it up. It's a 1 die. Oh, he did it with this guy. Interesting. It's a slight misplay, not a big one. Who is this guy gonna pick up the ball? So doing risky plays on your own turn is usually not a great idea. Of course, I'm outmanned and outstrengthed, so I feel like I really don't have any other choice if I want to like play an interesting game and try to score. But like in this case, I made a going for it. I failed, and it broke armor, and I'm stunned. That means that that's the equivalent of getting stunned on his turn, as if by getting punched, meaning I lose out on my guy for 2 turns, which is not great. So this guy's probably gonna pick up the ball. Hopefully he'll fumble it. Evidently not. I suppose that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2-tap block. It's a push and a push. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 5, 6. So now I pretty much, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 splits. So now I pretty much have to make pretty dice roll-y plays to have something happen. Now that's just a 1 die, which turned into a POW. Okay, so we'll push it up over here and we'll follow up even though all in all not the worst play, so so it's a 2+ dodge into a what? Yeah, sure, why not? Into a 3+ pickup. Yeah. It's a 2+ and a 2+. And the ball landed exactly the same place. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I should have probably just thrown the ball straight away, even though it was what red was what. So 1 tackle zone. So it's a 2+. Tackle zone is 3+. 4+. It's probably a 5+ pass with no reroll. So 2+ rolls turning it into a 3+ roll is yeah. And of course more armor breaks on going for it. Well, what are you gonna do? Pretty lucky on the blocks that are being thrown against me. I have more casualties than he does, then again, but I have two stun players, so the state of the pitch doesn't really tell him. Friend of mine interrupted me on Steam. So that's a 3+, and he fails it. Hopefully he'll fail, but nope. He's got a pretty decent cage set up over here. Interesting. Let's see. Do I trust in my armor 8 players? And armor 7 players? You know what? I think I will. Guess I'm throwing a 2-type block here. It's not the best idea ever, but I mean, it's my only shot at the ball. And he has block, I don't, so there goes that. No armor break though. It's pretty decent. He has no rerolls, I have no rerolls. He'll probably stall. Like, move this guy down here and try to stall it out. And that's the correct play in this situation. It's absolutely the correct play in this situation, so I got nothing against that. I'm relatively relieved that my players are still in one piece. Okay, that's pretty decent for me. Yeah, probably push him up here. Yep. So I'd really. Oh well, there we go. What's that 3 SPP for? Did I do a pass, maybe? Yep, so this is the problem with High Elves. They've got decent armor, but they're and their players are very good at the ball, like, you know, the pass and the safe throw and the catch and the agility 4, but really, well, I guess he can push him over here, but I mean, if he rolls both down, it's oh, okay, so it's gonna bless. But still, if he rolls them both down, they... Nope, there's one splat in there. And... Yep. And I guess this guy's going over here. And maybe he'll collect a 1 die over here. No? Really? Well, block's a pretty good skill. What's with that scream? Okay. Right. So I'll stand all of my players up, since that is what they're paid to do. I'll leave this one lying down in case the block succeeds. So he's a little bit close to the pitch. Fenris, channel your Dragon Age 2 fisting thing. Nope. Not this time. Block's a pretty good skill. Again he gets stunned. Well, this is rather predictable turn of events. I suppose a better... I mean, would it be better? I'm not sure. Just leaving a guy here. I'd rather create an opportunity to score, but this being what it is, I mean, he's got more players. Can I do a 1-turner with movement 8? I need 3 pushes, so probably not. So I got one of my chaos back. I see, he's leaving a hole here. Well, let's see. He's probably gonna cage up completely. Yep, that makes sense. I mean, this is a very, very solid play to play. I definitely move this guy up here just for formality's sake. Block not doing a thing, but hopefully armor rate. Yep, armor rate carries the day. So I probably wouldn't have left them here, but then again, not much we can do about it. I'll probably just block over here and then end up in base to base with the ball carrier. That's my play. Pretty good one die. Then again, he has block, so 1 in 6 chance of getting knocked down. Oh, KO. Excellent. I am not averse to these KOs. They could all of them be injuries, but I'm happy for the KOs. Yep. Will he continue to throw 1-die blocks here? Probably. Hey, it's a push. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to force people to spend more rerolls. So our plan here is to blitz a black orc because we have block, and follow up and stay here on the cage. Actually, I think it would be better to stay over here, but whatever. What you gonna do? Then I'm gonna make 1 dodge roll and move over here. And that's my turn. He's probably gonna block over here. He only needs to push him up here or over here, and then he can move the guy even further down. He's pretty decent on block dice. I don't think he's failed a block this game, which makes perfect sense because orcs. This does mean that I may get a 1-die block on. I may be able to get a 1-die block on the ball with this guy. No, he's sidelining it, which is also a pretty. It's a pretty 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's sidelining it over here. 1, 2. 3. Yep, that makes sense. It's a pretty solid way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he doesn't have to make any going for it to actually get here. This guy will probably. Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lots of going for it. Lots of going for it. But no, the elven half of tennis is injured. 1 point of movement for a lineman. I think I can live with that, seeing as how I can just sell him and get another one. That's a push, pretty decent. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, armor doing a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lots of going for it. And a foul with a blitzer. Against the blitzer. He is stunned. Yeah, I think that's the last action of the turn. I think that's okay. So here and here. Do I want to start with this? No, I want to try to pick up the ball. So here, and they're going for it. Success. Yep. And he goes down. Usually I'd put him over here to try to surf him, but this... Interesting. Broke armor. I'm okay with this. Let's see. Probably just move this guy over here, since I'd rather not he to get punched, and I will move this guy over here. Also, I've been fairly lucky on dodges. I only failed the really risky ones. Yeah, I'll put more pressure on the ball that way, and I mean, although I can't really do anything from here. So I have two receivers over here. If so he can just blitz this guy, and if he blitzes him away, he can move here. But that means I have 2 turns to try to score, which is all I really need. Of course, I'll go for it, but we'll see. But I've been pretty lucky. And really? Why wouldn't you block this one? Do you want to go for the dodge? I mean, he just has to push this one away and then he can score. Is he going to stall? I mean, he has enough orcs to double mark every elf on the pitch, but... see, this guy can make it over here, so... Well, it's a 33% chance to knock him down. Oh, well, I guess he can punch him. That means the ball isn't moving anywhere. Okay. Probably mark this player. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Oh, of course, the foul. Well, makes sense. Okay. Is there any way we can punish him for that? So, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Going for it, going for it. For a 2 die against block. I can 3+ into a 1 die. Which, again, not really a fond of, because I don't have block. I can 2 going for it to... I guess I can... Or do I surf him? Do I channel my inner Norse and surf him? Yeah, sure, let's surf him. Will we make it? I hope so. Ah! Oh well. Well, I had to try, right? I guess I'll get crowd surfed. Nothing I can do about that. I have the apothecary, so I guess we're okay there. Okay. Man, I wish I would have gotten this surf. But again, pretty lucky on injury rolls. So we actually got a complete game. I'm at least happy that we got a game instead of all the concedes. Of course, everybody wants to lay there and do nothing. So we can hopefully get a pass with Kel'Thas and a catch with one of our many catchers. And I guess we can attempt to throw some blocks. Probably want to use guys with block though. Can't really do a one-turner because I don't have enough guys to do it. So I'll place one receiver over here and I'll leave this one over here and you could stay here in the middle. Okay. Did he AFK or something? Hope not. Of course there's a pitch invasion, but on the upside we caught the ball. So let's punch some orcs. Two plus with a reroll into a 2+ with a reroll. That's 1 free SPP. And do we Do we do the turn 16 foul? Sure, let's go for the turn 16 foul. Hey, I broke armor, but whatever. So he won. I made several pretty bad plays, so I got punished. But then again, all in all, it was a pretty decent. It was a match, so I can't really argue about that. So we got more money. We didn't lose any fan factor. Ooh, get another level. No, we got one level, right? Because no, we got 2 levels, both on our throws. So let's see what we got. Really? Do we take it? Of course we take it. Agility 5, pass, safe throw guy. Long bombs, faux show. And the other one. 9. It's pretty standard. Do we want sure hands or do we want block? I'm not really sure. I think I want block rather than sure hands. Pick sure hands sometime later. So the Elven half of Tannis is injured and minus movement, but we have enough money, so I guess I'll just fire him and get a new one. And we'll name him New Elven half of Tannis. And so, okay, we lost the game. That's no biggie. We have enough money for replacements. We got plus agility on a thrower, which is great. We got block on the other thrower, which is also pretty decent. So he'll probably like keep the ball safe, and then this one will make long bombs to one of the catchers that are still standing at the other end of the pitch. This also means we can dodge into tackle zones on 2+s, pick up the ball in one tackle zone on the 2+, throw it from that tackle zone on a short pass. So it's a pretty good level up. Well, I mean, 2 extra blocks would have been okay, but plus agility doesn't happen very often. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed the match. I'll maybe upload the other failed matches. We'll see. But other than that, have a good one. You can subscribe. Tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and other than that, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you guys later. So, toodles.